Hi, we're here talking to Anthony Malakian, news editor of Waters, and we're going to be discussing Ian Bandeen's departure from the CNSX and Richard Carleton's appointment as the interim CEO, which this is especially interesting for Anthony because he just wrote a profile about the two men for the upcoming July issue of Waters. So, Anthony, to start, did you see this coming at all?
I probably should have. When we went to set up the this interview with the CNSX back in March, we requested Ian Bandeen, and they said, no problem on that, but we would also like Richard Carleton to be involved in this as well. I figured that that's because a lot of times when you deal with CEOs, while they know the overarching technology, they don't understand necessarily the nuts and bolts, or they don't have as firm a grasp as the guy that's actually heading the technology at the firm. So we just figured, okay, it's just that. But when we went into the meeting, Ian did have a very firm grasp of the technology and everything that they were doing. But, I just kind of wrote it off as just kind of being, I didn't really think anything of it, to be honest with you. But in retrospect, I guess that the wheels were already in motion.
So what are your thoughts about this change just going forward?
I think that obviously, Richard's been there since 2005. He helped build the technology out for pure trading, and he's been groomed since then. Obviously, in March, it seems like they probably knew that this was going to be happening, or at least that's just the opinion I have. I don't know if that's actually fact or not. So I think that they've been grooming him, and I think that they won't miss a step. He was the one that built out Pure, so he was there from the beginning with Pure. He used to work at the TSX. He's got a ton of experience in the Canadian marketplace. I don't think that you'll see much of a blip, if anything. I think that what I find more interesting is what's going to happen with Ian. I spoke with Richard today, and he said that Ian is going to take the summer off, and he spent 10 years building this thing out, and it's challenging, so he's going to take summer off. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to go somewhere else. As we in the media say, we're losing a bit of a quote machine. The guy was always good for a good quote. I don't think that he's necessarily ready to go off into the sunset yet, so it'll be interesting to see if later on this year if there's an announcement that'll be coming forward.
Okay. Well, Anthony mentioned his conversation with Richard, and we will link to a Q&A with Richard below. And if you want to read the full profile of the CNSX, check back in next week when the July issue of Waters will be live online.